Hey folks, how's it going? So one thing I hear about from flat earthers all the time is they say you can't have gas pressure without a container, and that you have to have a physical container like a box or a room, or not even a room, like a box or a container or a propane tank or something like that to have gas pressure. Now the thing is, the earth actually is sort of a container in the way containment is a force, the force being gravity, and you can actually have gas pressure. And I'll show you kind of an example of that, and it's the fact that the higher you go up, the less pressure is, the lower you go down, the more pressure there is because of gravity, and obviously the stack of air on top is pushing down because gravity is pulling all the molecules down, and you have more pressure down below, and as you go up from sea level, go up, then pressure goes lower. And it's quite easy to do. You can actually download something in your phone, like a barometer, and you can test it in your own house. And I did that myself. I live in a 2-story house. So I started on the ground level. I live just slightly above sea level, so it was fairly close atmospheric pressure. And I went up to the 2nd story, and you can clearly see there's actually a pressure differential within my home. That's only small because I'm only going up, maybe 12 feet, if that, but it's enough. It actually proves there's actually a pressure variation and the kind of gas pressure due to a force on the earth. And my house isn't sealed up and like that. Usually windows are open because a cat comes in and out of the legs, back door is open because the dog wants to go in and out, the back garden. I live in an older house, so it's definitely not airtight. So yeah, I'll show you right now what I mean. So here I am in my kitchen on the ground level, and you can see what the pressure is at the top there. So it's about 1009.7 millibar. So on the ground it goes to 1009.8. It goes to 1000.7 just by standing and me holding it. So around 1009.7. Now I'm gonna go up the stairs. So as you go up the stairs here, it's going to start reading lower pressure. So stop for a second. Now it's at 1000.6. Now going to 1009.5. 1009.4 on the 2nd story. Okay, now as you can see 1009.3. Now I'm going to turn around and go back downstairs. Now as you see, the pressure is going to actually climb back up from what it is now. So I'm going to start at 1009.4, 1009.3 millibars. Now as I go down, the pressure is going to climb back up. And there you go, 1009.7 back there. Now I'm going to set the phone down onto the ground, and you can see the pressure is going to climb even more. So now 1009.8. And if I lift it back up, it's going to climb back down. This is provable, demonstrable evidence that there is a pressure difference, and pressure is proven without a closed container, and only a force, as in gravity, can actually cause pressure and hold atmosphere to the earth. This is definitive proof. Thank you. Now, flat earthers like try to claim that a propane tank proves that you can have pressure gradient in a container. The only thing is, the pressure gradient in a propane tank disproves the whole concept of the flat earth. And why this is for one, in a propane tank, the higher pressure at the bottom is actually still liquid, in which the propane is really, really cold. As it warms up, it turns to gas, which molecules go further apart. And as you can see, then it warms up at the top. But in our atmosphere, this is the exact opposite. Where you do have less pressure at the top, it's colder higher up and warmer near the bottom. And the density that we have, where we have higher pressure, is due to a force that's pushing down. But in a propane tank, it's down to the fact that the propane is so cold, it's actually denser. This is down to the fact that propane actually has a very low boiling point temperature, and then as it warms up a bit, obviously it boils off, turns into a gas. In our atmosphere here, so you can see that as you go higher up, it goes colder. So the propane tank analogy flirts like to use actually doesn't conform to reality and disproves their flat earth ideologies. So as you can clearly see, we could actually have a pressure gradient and different gas pressure without having containers of flirts like to try to claim. What contains our atmosphere is a force, and the force is called gravity. It's mass attracting mass, and air has mass. It has density, it has different molecules in it that is attracted to the center of the earth due to the earth's size, the earth's mass, and it's all attracted to our core. I like to try, they also bring up stuff like how water can't flow uphill, which is true. Water flows from higher altitude to a lower altitude. Now on a sphere, there is no up and down, there's no top or bottom of a sphere. On the earth, which is a sphere, up is towards the sky, down is towards the ground. This is quite elementary, and even a toddler can understand this. But when it comes to the gas pressure, and they say we can't have gas pressure without a container, you can if you have a force that can act upon that gas. And on the earth, as I stated before, it is gravity. And the whole thing of a propane tank and having a pressure gradient is only down to temperature, and the fact is the propane is going from a liquid to a gas at the top. But as I say, it's flipped, and when it's cold, and it's super cold, you can see some propane tanks will actually freeze at the bottom because propane is that cold that it's denser at the bottom, and then as you go up, it boils off, turns into a gas that's inside the tank, higher up, and then it goes lower pressure because the molecules are further apart, but it has now actually boiled off to become a gas. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me for more. Run.
I am not going to be running out of flurf tears anytime soon.
Ah, yes. The good stuff. Always sweeten my coffee with the tears of flurfs.